bullet journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Hello and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and for today's video I'm going to show you the current status of my Traveler's Notebook wallet. Alright, if you've been with me for a while, then you may have seen a previous video, which I'll put the card across the screen for you guys, about this when I first made it. I made it out of an old purse, yes, believe it or not, and it's not leather just because I'm vegan. It's a faux leather, but it was a really good quality. And then on the inside right in here, which I'll show you, I stitched it on top of a piece of vinyl just to make it thicker and even stronger. And then I decorated, made all these different inserts. Well, all of the inside is totally different now, so I'm excited to show you. This is added to that, which I've had for a while, but it wasn't on my wallet. My friend Nawasa gave it to me, and I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's go inside and I'll show you how it looks. All right, well, the very first thing you kind of notice is I made this. This is actually some original art that's in my LucindadoriPlanners Etsy shop, and I didn't have journaling cards. I just had 5x7 to 8x10 prints available, but I'm going to be making some journaling card sizes available as well. This inspired me to do it, but this is basically a die cut that I just wanted to have in here. Now, have you ever started to do a fun art project and you needed a supply that you didn't have, and it was late at night and you're like, I'm not going to the store, I'm going to work with what I have? Well, that's what happened here. So I have a laminator, but I had run out of laminating sheets, and I said I'm just going to use some packing tape. So that's what I used to put this together, and I think it turned out just fine. Okay, and so this is the front section, which holds my IDs and like debit cards, and then here this section holds my check registers. Okay, so I'm not going to actually open up the section with my IDs, but I'll let you see how things look. So this paper, I'll just kind of untie this for a second to make it help me move it a little better. So this paper right here on the front, and let me get to the back, and this paper right here on the back were all together in one dashboard that I had for my LucindaDoriPlanners Etsy shop, but it wasn't wide enough to cover this, and so what I did is I added some packing tape to make it wider in the back, and then I covered that with some pretty washi tape. And this is Jane Davenport paper here, and I don't remember who made this washi tape. And then it wasn't tall enough, so I added another washi tape up here so that it would cover all of this. And then I'll show you here on the next section how I did this ribbon to tie everything up. And then right here I had this before, I made this elastic pen holder just by gluing some elastic that I got from Dollar Tree. It was actually like hair tie, ponytail elastic, in a pack of I think 10 for $1, and I hot glued it to this office clip and just cut it and made that as my pen holder. All right, so I'm going to tie this back really quickly. And actually, I don't usually tie this inside of it because it just kind of makes it weird. It's just kind of wonky that way. And so I just tie it. So when I take out my ID and do what I need to do with it, and when I'm done, I just tie it back. And I just love it. I think it's so neat. All right, so there's that section. And then I just put my little die cut right there, or journaling card, whatever you want to call it. And then, so I'm going to go ahead and open this one up, but this is also some art from my Etsy shop that I decided to make a die cut size for it. So that's going to slide right in there. So I'll be posting that here in the next day or two, changing, because right now in my shop, these items of art are prints in 5x7s and 8x10s, but I'm going to also add journaling card sizes to that here in this coming week. All right, and so here's another one. I really, really like this one. And again, I just didn't want to go to the store, so I used packing tape on these. All right, so I'm going to open this one up so you can really see how that works. So again, this paper on the inside. Where's the other side? Here we go. And this paper here and this paper here were all together on a dashboard that I made, and then I added the other washi tape to make it wider and to make it all fit. And so this is all Jane Davenport washi tape as well, and the paper is Jane Davenport. Okay, all right. And so then now when I first started doing this, I did it with first some contact paper, which is has a matte surface. So you guys probably seen this clear contact paper before, and it works well, but it has a matte finish, and I didn't always necessarily want that in this whole thing. I like the shine sometimes. So but I did do all of the insert covers that are in here with that. So this is some craft paper that was in a pack from Michaels for like 70% off, and the theme for this one is vintage, basically. And so I love typewriters, so this was part, you know, of a page I cut out, and there was a bunch of these like covered a whole page, and I cut that out. And then on the back, don't you just love that, with the old-timey radio, the best things in life are free. And then this was a whole page, and I just cut out a little section. And so this this clip and this clip, these were both in different sets for like $4 or $5 for $1. I think this one came from, oh yeah, this one came from the 99-cent store, and I think this one came from Michaels for like $1.50. And so when I used that contact paper, I just did extra on both sides, and then folded it in, and then put extra to, like, you know, this is a pocket, and then put extra little strips at the top and the bottom on both sides to make pockets to hold my receipts, which you'll see that in some of the other inserts here in a moment. So here's a pocket right here, and then I just use these little clips to kind of hold those receipts in so that they won't fall out. Now this is a really cute booklet from Go Wild. I didn't go to Go Wild in 2017, but a friend of mine did and gave me this, and I just colored that llama red because I thought it would be cute. But I ran out of a check register, and so I just needed one right away, so I just used this little insert for it. So that's where the records for this account are on there. Okay, and then here's another insert. Also this, oh, I didn't explain that. So inside right here, this is a file folder that came from a pack of 5 from the Target Dollar Spot. And then on the outside is, so basically this was the outside of the file folder. This was the inside, which is a solid color. And then I put these, you know, things that I cut out from the paper packs on the outside, and then use the contact paper to cover all of it. Same thing here. I love this. And that's the paper inside here. Pretty. And there's a receipt right there. Now the paper that was covering this came from a totally different paper pack, also from Michaels at like a 70% off sale. And then there's a little pocket and a receipt. Okay, and there's the back of that with the vintage. And this was all on a page, and I cut these two little fun light bulbs out. And Your Dreams Are Calling was in that. And then here's Capture Each Moment with a vintage camera and a vintage record. I believe that's a 45. And then there's that paper from the paper pack in another pocket. This paper was from Jane Davenport. And then on the back is a pocket and another clip. So yeah, that you saw those clips already. This one was a different one. I think it came from Michaels, and a set for like $1.50. And then that is the back. All right, and that is it. So I want to make sure and tell you guys about, if you haven't heard yet, that I started this Facebook group called Organized Planner Chic Crew. Be sure and request to join it. It is specifically for members, people who subscribe to Organized Planner Chic on YouTube, and it gives us an opportunity to really connect with each other all the time, sharing photos and videos and stories about our bullet journals and traveler's notebooks and art that we do. So please join so we can continue to connect in that way. And also, if you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe so that you can get an additional discount from my LucindadoriPlanners. Gosh, I can't tie this right now. From my LucindadoriPlanners Etsy shop, and that discount is in the comments below. And there's a new one every month. And I'm gonna make this bow tie. There we go. I don't know why I didn't want to. And until next time, everyone, happy planning.